Hey lovelies, welcome back to JayeRated. So today I'll be reviewing a cute little rom-com that I found on Netflix called The Wrong Paris. So the movie follows main character Dawn, played by Miranda Cosgrove, who is an aspiring artist who dreams of going to art school in Paris. She lives with her two younger sisters and her grandmother, who was recently ill after her mom passed away. Right? It's kind of heavy to start off. But Dawn realizes that she gets into the art school that she applied for in Paris, but she only has half of the tuition. So her sister, an avid TV watcher, has the great idea for her to audition for this dating reality show called The Honey Pot to basically win money for her to go to Paris. Oh, but here's the twist: the show is set to be in Paris, but is it really Paris? Find out soon. I hope you got your snacks ready and your cups are full. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's talk about the cast real quick. We have Miranda Cosgrove, who's playing the main character Dawn. If you don't know who Miranda Cosgrove is, she played in iCarly. We have Yvonne Orji from Insecure. She was Molly, Issa's best friend in the show, which I loved seeing her in this light. And then we had Madison Pettis, young Madison from Cory in the House and the Game Plan, the movie with The Rock. She is all grown up, honey. All right, and she's showing us that with her acting skills in this movie. I enjoyed them all. I feel like they had great chemistry. So, me myself, I am a sucker for a good romance with a fun premise. So when I watched the trailer, I was, I think, mostly drawn in by the little twist that they put on it. So main character thought she was going to be going to Paris, France. Turns out she's going to Paris, Texas. All right down the road from where she grew up. And so, of course, you have a classic meet cute to essentially start the movie. Our main character Dawn goes to a bar with her sister just to kind of cut loose and prepare for her audition for the Honey Pot. And who does Dawn meet? A cute guy who just so happens to be our bachelor on the show. I think what made some of it so fun was they actually played into, some of the reality dating show tropes that you would see. So they had some over the top characters. They had Lexi, who was like super thirsty, and the antagonist in the movie. Heather, who was like super raunchy and like overly sexual. And then Dawn, who wants to be there but pretends she doesn't want to be. And then I also liked the like confessional moments that they had for each of the ladies that were on the show competing for our bachelor Trey. So Dawn gets auditioned to be on the show. Um, More so because she kind of develops an unknown alliance with the one of the producers, Rachel. Um, and so Rachel calls Dawn to be on the show. And initially, when Dawn finds out where she is going, not Paris, France, but Paris, Texas, okay, she's trying to get kicked off the show. But when she realizes she can win enough money during the competition, um, like the challenges on the show, to go to Paris, she's like, well, you know what? I may just stick around and get this free money. But as she starts to spend more time with our bachelor Trey, their chemistry actually starts to become believable. So much so to that it gets to a point where even she can't deny it. You start to see their connection grow through some fun moments, like Dawn crashing the hot tub date between he and Lexi. She like creeping up on him as she's going on a walk, and he's like washing his horse shirtless. But he also even got to see a deeper side of her after the mud fight with Lexi. The horses ended up escaping from his stable, and she and him went out to basically get them. We also get to see like a deeper side. He gets to meet Dawn's family. She opens up to him a little bit and shows him her art pieces. Even that's when you can tell their bond starts to become more real and less of a showmance. And of course, what's a romantic comedy without a little sabotage? We have our antagonist Lexi, who does everything she can to make sure that Dawn does not win. Okay, I will say Madison Pettis did a really great job at playing Lexi. She was very convincing the whole way throughout, and I really did enjoy her. So Lexi does ultimately get Dawn eliminated, but Dawn doesn't let that stop her. She takes the money that she won, and she goes to Paris. And the show continues on, but because Rachel was so fond of Dawn, she basically encourages Dawn to come to the finale where they will be actually truly shooting in Paris, France. Forfeit her earnings just to have a conversation with Trey and change his mind and let him know that she was truly there for him towards the end. So the conversation doesn't go exactly how I kind of predicted to start because I thought, okay, this movie has been a little cheesy, but surely once Dawn has this conversation with Trey, he's going to choose her. That's it. Well, no, he actually does reject her at the start of the conversation. She says her piece, but he's not really trying to hear it. He thought she was just there for the money to go to Paris. After some convincing from producer Rachel, Trey realizes that Dawn's feelings were true. And he goes after her. And of course, we get the cute lovey dovey ending. Dawn gets to choose whether she wants to marry Trey, the honeypot of the show, or take the money. Trey encourages her to take the money because they find that they love each other. And so Dawn ends up with both love and money in the end. Some standout moments for me, definitely top tier. Lexi during their bull riding challenge was hilarious. She played the heck out of that role. And then Dawn falling into the hot tub while Trey and Lexi were on their date. There was a challenge toward the end of the show um, where they had to like cross over this mud pit, and Dawn and Lexi get into it. That's kind of where the climax of their fighting takes place. And that moment was so funny. They get into the mud pit. They're like wrestling with each other. Some of the other contestants get involved. It was chaos, but it was so funny and cute. The producers like creating mess between the contestants, but low key like seemed like they were crushing on each other as well. And of course, the romantic finale in Paris, France. So for my J rating, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I feel like the cast had great chemistry. It was a little cheesy, but not enough to be cringe. I felt like there were a lot of cute and funny moments throughout the movie. And honestly, it kind of gave off Hallmark vibes a little bit. So if you love romantic comedies or you're just looking for something that's cute and lighthearted to watch, this one's for you, babes. Until next time, keep your snacks ready and your cups full. Cheers.